What's up, Metro Milwaukee? This is Justin Hoffman with Team Hoffman signing out for 2021. The entire real estate market has come to an end. I've got your numbers, and they're impressive. Folks, welcome to the M4, the Metro Milwaukee Market Minute, the last one of 21. What happened? Well, guess what? Sales were up, prices were up, inventory was actually even up versus 2020. But how do we fare in December? Looking at county to county, we're going to give you the bonus of Racine, but our 5-county area, we start off with Milwaukee County, up 10% December 21 versus 2020. Waukesha County up 7%. Washington County struggled, down 7.5%. Ozaukee County was up 6.5%, and Racine County with a monster up 25% in homes sold this December of 2021 versus 2020. That's a big deal. Overall, entire sales increased 12% in Milwaukee County. This is for the entire year, folks. 12%, down almost 2% in Waukesha County, which is that real tight margin of supply and demand, which is we'll get to next, pushing prices up there as well. Washington County was up 2.8%. Ozaukee County down about 4%. And Racine overall, the sales were up 9%. Well, what does that mean? If you look at 2020 versus 2021, we had approximately 1,900 more sales in the 5-county area. But here's what's really interesting. Because real estate's not a commodity, you can't blanket statistics and call it black and white. Here's what happened in each price range, which is awesome to see. The $200,000 to $300,000 price range, which is now the new first-time homebuyer price range, folks, saw an increase in just 4.6%, whereas the $300,000 to $500,000 price point saw an increase in sales of 13%. But the shocker is the $500,000 to $700,000 price range had an increase of sales of 54%. So what does that mean? Well, folks are spending more money on housing. One, because they got sick and tired of their old house during COVID and lockdown, knowing they're going to be having to work from home, spending a lot more time there, people spent a heck of a lot more money on housing. We also saw interest rates dip into the 2.5%. We were seeing 30-year fixed mortgages in 2021. Now, what's that mean for 2022 in the future? My crystal ball, it's in the shop, but I'll get it back soon. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know interest rates are going to go up. If interest rates go up, we're also going to see prices kind of flatten. But we just see listings kind of struggling. We're down 4% in December in Milwaukee County. We're down almost 14% in December in Waukesha. In Washington County, it was almost down 25%. Ozaukee down almost 8%. And Racine was the only one that was up 12%. In 2021 as a whole, we saw an overall increase. The Metro 5-county market was up 6%, which is modest and was nowhere near enough to fill the demand. Supply and demand are still off big time. We're only sitting on about 2 months worth of inventory, folks. That means in 2 months, we're gone again. So we need inventory. We need these listings. These buyers are begging for them. What's the best thing to see, what supply and demand causes, which is a principle of economics called the law of supply and demand, prices went up. How much did they go up? I'll tell you. Milwaukee County, 9.6% last year alone. Waukesha County, 8% last year alone. Washington County, 13.6%. Ozaukee County, 12.7%. And Racine County, 9.7%. We do not expect these type of what I would call double-digit increases, because as a whole, the Metro 5-county area went up almost 11%. Next year, we're going to see appreciation, or as what I like to refer to as value inflation, because this is not appreciation. When you start getting into back-to-back-to-back years of double-digit increases in values, we're going to see a slowdown. Inflation as a whole is getting a hold of things and pushing interest rates up, which historically in any type of economy, especially if you go back to the late 70s into the early 80s, we saw interest rates in the high teens. During those Jimmy Carter era, we saw interest rates, people were assuming mortgages. They couldn't even qualify to get one. They were taking over other people's. Now, I don't hope or I don't foresee that happening, but we will see interest rates creep up to combat inflation. No question about it. And we hope we make the right decisions in government to keep them relatively low, but there's a chance we could see interest rates go into the 4s and maybe the 5s in 2022, depending on how things shake out. But this was the M4 for the entire 2021 year. Signing off. I'll see you in 22.